Hello, my name is Ariel and I'm a senior at Eastern Michigan University, and I think it's important for us to discuss the LGBT community and bullying that goes on in it, whether it's on a college campus or on a high school campus. Now, I'm proud to say that I go to Eastern because it's one of the top gay-friendly colleges in the nation, which is amazing. But that leads to the questions of why should a college or high school campus even have to say that they're gay friendly? We don't say we're Hispanic friendly or we're Asian friendly or we're white friendly, and those are all things that those people can't change. So why should we have to say that we're gay friendly? And the answer is because people are not accepting of the fact that gays, bisexuals, transgenders, they can't change their sexual orientation. Now, bullying them isn't going to do anything the same way. It doesn't help if you bully anybody. When I was a younger girl, I was bullied because I had big glasses and I was always kind of dirty from playing outside and doing things like that. But the difference between me being teased a little bit when I was younger and LGBTQ students being teased is that they're teased at school, they're bullied at school, and then they go home and they don't have anybody to talk to. They can't talk to their parents. They probably don't feel comfortable talking to their friends or other people in their family. And so they just sit there and they're alone all the time. They don't have anybody to talk to or even just to help support them. And that's the biggest thing we need to do to help stop bullying, is just to support LGBTQ students. Now, when we talk about bullying, you have to remember that there's a really fine line between bullying and teasing. And if you might make a little snide remark to one of your friends and be like, I was just teasing, I was just kidding, but that kidding comment might really hit close to home. And maybe that person is having a terrible day and you're just encouraging their depression or their self-hatred or their self-harm that they already have, because they know they're different and they feel like they're different and nobody is there supporting them. Even their friends make teasing comments instead of being loving and supportive. Now, if you think about it, how can we make this better now? How can we make it so these students don't feel so lost and so alone and so hopeless? Well, one of the easiest things to do is go into your high school or into your college campus, or right wherever you are, and go into LGBTQ Community Resource Center. I know at Eastern we have a really great one, and you can just volunteer, learn programs they're putting on, help put on programs, and just raise awareness on your campus. Now, not every campus, especially not every high school, has this option, so you could always start a club or start your own LGBTQ office where you put on programs and you raise awareness and you make a gay-straight alliance that is just all about anti-bullying for gays, lesbians, transgenders, anybody. Now, if you're not comfortable with this, the best thing you could do is just be a supporter. Personally, I have a best friend who is gay, and I've been best friends with him since before he came out and after. And I was there for him every step of the way, and I was just there loving him for who he was, regardless of his sexual orientation. And I loved him before, and I love him after he came out to me. And I'm not saying sit there and listen to somebody dealing with some really hard problems. If they're having suicidal thoughts, then they need to go and they need to see a professional or call a hotline. But you just hanging out with them and supporting them and not teasing them and not bullying them could be the lifesaver that that person needs, especially if they walk around all day and everywhere else they're getting hatred thrown at them, and then you might be that beacon of hope. And you might be able to sit there and be what creates that person's confidence that they didn't have before to stand up against bullying when they've had to take it their whole life. Now, how can you doing this really make a difference? Well, first off, ask yourself this. How can making another person's life better make you feel bad about yourself? All you're doing is making them feel better, and by you making them feel better, they make other people feel better. and you can go and you can help others who feel like they're so lost and so alone happier, and maybe even help them out of their depression or help them out of their self-hatred. It's not something they should have to deal with. They should not hate themselves for the way they were born. And that's why we need to make it better now. And we need to support LGBTQ students. And you can be like me and be an ally who just sits there and you listen and you support and you raise awareness for these problems that are in our community. Now, I hope all of you, even if you don't need to go out and do something great like start an LGBTQ office, just are a supporter, and even if you just do the smallest thing like stop making teasing comments, it's really going to help out a lot. I really thank you all for your time, and I hope you have a great day.